Hey y'all, welcome to Pleiadian Point of View. I'm Peyton, and I'm a Pleiadian channel and starseed coach. So, in today's POV, the Pleiadians wanted to help us out a little bit. They see as they scan our collective energy that a lot of us are really struggling with what is going on in the world. And so, we're getting into a little fear, we're getting into a little bit of confusion and powerlessness. So the P's wanted to have a little chat with us about that today and help us make sense of what is happening in the world right now and how we can navigate it more comfortably. But before we jump in to sharing what the P's had for us on this really important topic, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the like button if you haven't done that yet. Now, it is very natural if you are living on Earth right now to be a little freaked out about some of the things that we're seeing in the world around us. Over the summer, I have been getting lots and lots of messages for people asking, what do the P's say about this? How do we respond so that we don't match timelines with some of the stuff that's going on out there? So the P's wanted to respond to that, to just give us a little bit of perspective and to help us see a different way to move forward through what is a pretty chaotic time right now. Now, whenever someone asks the P's, what do we do about all the negative stuff that's happening in the world? Or even it could be stuff that's just kind of going sideways in your personal reality. What do we do about that? The first thing that the P's always like to remind us is there's not a single reality. There's not a single timeline. So what do we do then when we're looking around at our world and seeing so many upsetting things, distressing things? It just looks like kind of a dumpster fire is happening right now. What do we do as light workers and starseeds? How do we handle this? How do we navigate this? And how can we be of service to those who are actually experiencing some of the just really messed up things that are happening in the world right now? Well, the first thing that the P's always like to lovingly remind us when we get very amped up about something is to remind us that there's not a single reality. They always like to remind us that there are infinite timelines, that what we are seeing is not a single path that the entire world is on. There's no one reality. So we can be looking at something that is happening in someone else's reality, someone else's timeline, a timeline that we're not even on. We may be able to see it, but it doesn't mean we are on that same timeline. So one thing that the P's always like to steer us back to is reminding ourselves that there's not a single version of reality. Now, our entire 3D world was based on telling us that was the case, right? How many of us grew up thinking that there was one version of events in the world, right? We called it history, right? We all had to learn it and memorize it. And we would watch the news to find out what was happening in the world. And what the P's always like to remind us is there's not one world. The same thing is not happening to everyone. We can be on very, very different timelines than the person standing right next to us. So the first thing that can help us when we start getting a little freaked out is just to remember that. Because this is something that if you have been on the spiritual path for a while, you've heard this concept, right? You've heard your teachers talking about this. This isn't new, right? We know that there are infinite parallel realities, or some people like to refer to it as infinite universes. And the P's always say we're moving through them constantly. This is something that we are doing millions, billions of times per second, right? So we are shifting versions of reality all the time. And we shift to versions of reality that match us. So we are always the source of the timeline we land on. So as we are looking around and seeing, kind of some freaky things going on in the world right now, it's really important to remember that just because we can see it doesn't mean it's on our timeline. So how do we get on the timeline of something or make sure we are not on the timeline of something? It's all through our reaction, through our frequency, our vibration. So as you see that story, however it happens to have crossed your path, maybe you were watching something on TV or on social media, and you saw a story that was very distressing to you, very upsetting. How do you know if you're on its timeline? Well, your reaction to it is going to tell you. So can you see that news story and stay neutral? Observe it, Realize objectively that that's not what you want to create in your reality. So it's always important to know, is this something you prefer or don't prefer? And then how are you responding to it? That is where all the information is. Can you look at that story and stay neutral? Or as you look at that story, do you have that human reaction that so many of us are just on autopilot with, where we get mad, or we get into fear, or we start to blame people for it, right? That reaction is telling you you are matching energies with the thing you don't want. That's how you choose your timeline, through your reaction, through your beliefs about that thing that is happening. So it's always you. Now, as you are seeing these stories and narratives going on in the world around us, the first question for ourselves is always, do I prefer this? And for most of us, that's a simple question, right? We're like, no, absolutely not. Then the second question is, how am I responding to this? Am I responding with negative emotion? Because that is what the ego mind-body system is going to default to. That is what we have been trained to do in the 3D reality. What we have been programmed with our entire lives is to see something outside of ourselves and react emotionally. So are you looking at whatever that thing is and getting into negative emotion, getting scared? Are you getting mad? Are you wanting to hit somebody? Well, that just means that you are using your free will, because you always decide how you respond to things, to match the energy of that thing, right? So that is how you put yourself over time, as we do this over and over. And remember, we're doing this all day, every day. We're seeing things and we are responding to them. So if our normal everyday reaction is to see these things in the world, especially if we're still out watching some of our media platforms that are designed to crank out fear messaging and reacting emotionally in a negative way, we start to build a lot of momentum, right? We start to get a lot of energy behind that automatic reaction of anger, of fear. Then we think about it all day long, right? We stay mad about that story. Well, what we're doing is we're over time matching ourselves more and more to the timeline or the frequency of that thing we don't like. So it's our reaction to it that is the key. Now, on the other hand, how do you watch these things, see these things, and not match your energy to them? That's what we want to know, right? Because that's what determines whether that thing that we're seeing out in the external reality comes into our personal reality. And there's a difference there. Just because something is in the external reality or someone's external reality doesn't mean it has to come anywhere near you. Now, if you can watch that same upsetting news story and look at it, be like, nope, I don't really want that. That's not my preference, and stay neutral. Realize it can be someone else's choice, but it doesn't have to be yours. You stay neutral. You stay in your heart. What happens is you're not a match to that thing, to that story. And as long as you keep yourself in that neutrality, in your heart, which is what the P's always talk about, staying in your heart, you don't become a match to the timeline that has that negative thing on it, right? So it's always going to be your reaction. And your reaction is going to be a result of your beliefs, right? Do you believe that thing can hurt you? Do you believe that thing can get on you? Do you believe that thing can happen to you, right? We tend to react out of a lot of fear because of the beliefs that we hold. But it's always that reaction that we have that's going to be the determiner. Are you going to match the timeline of that thing you don't want? Or are you going to stay on your higher timeline where you're like, oh, I see it. I'm completely neutral about it. I know it doesn't have to be my reality just because someone else may choose it as theirs. And y'all remember what the P's always tell us. Everyone else on the planet can choose to have a particular experience, and you don't have to. You can opt out of collective contracts anytime. So this is how we can kind of start to feel more empowered when we see our external world getting a little shaky, right? Because we know that unless we match the shakiness or have a belief that that thing is going to happen to us. Now, very important, our beliefs are the other part of this puzzle. What you believe is what you create. No way around it, guys. That's just how it is. So if we believe that something is going to get us, guess what? We are choosing that. And that is something we are doing with our free will because we choose what we believe. So examining our beliefs, something else that the P's have talked about in so many videos because it's a huge piece of this puzzle. So when the P's are coaching us through, how do we respond when the world around us seems a little chaotic? They're always reminding us that just because you can see things in the outside world doesn't mean they're on your timeline. Now, this is never about suppressing what's going on. We're never saying to deny reality, right? The P's have said this 100 times as well. They're never telling us to avoid, suppress, or deny. What they're reminding us is just because you see something doesn't mean it's in your reality. So this is really more about not denying what you see in the world around you, but about choosing your reality, using your free will, because you are always in control of what you believe about something and how you respond to something. So those are the two things that are going to determine whether you put yourself on a timeline that matches that unwanted event or whether you don't, and it just passes by like a cloud in the sky. You see it, you don't get amped up about it. You're not sitting in the cloud and it just comes and goes, right? So this is all about our reaction and making sure we're not suppressing or denying. So we don't want to be blinders on, going through the world, refusing to look at anything, because if we are in that mode of kind of refusing to look at anything around us, we're suppressing and denying. And as the P's have told us over and over again, that just means you freeze the energy of that resistance in your energy field, which means it continues to create and manifest in your life pretty much 24/7. So we never want to be in suppression or denial, but it's all about what do you choose? Can you look at something, realize objectively not what you want to have in your reality? Stay calm and neutral about it, not making it wrong, not blaming people who are choosing to play with it, not making anyone the bad guy, right? And just letting it go. It's only when we cling to it by resisting it that we match its timeline, right? So if you're seeing something in the world that's kind of ugly and scary, can you respond neutrally to it? If so, it doesn't have to ever enter your reality. But that doesn't mean someone else can't choose to play with it, right? In the earth plane, all choices are valid. It is one of the foundational rules of the 3D, 4D experience, is that we were supposed to have this huge range of being able to choose any experience, good or bad. And so it's perfectly fair game for someone else to choose that experience that you don't choose. But the way you choose it without meaning to is if you're getting reactive about it, if you're pushing against it, you're getting afraid of it, or if you believe it can happen to you. Always have to check out those belief systems. So the way we navigate this kind of nuttiness that we see in the world around us is we have to be brutally self-honest. How are we responding to this? What are our beliefs about this? Because if we can look at it objectively, if we can send love to anyone who chooses to play with that particular storyline, if we can just stay calm and neutral and in our heart, we can let it just pass by without ever having to tangle with it in person. So that's one of the best things that we can keep in mind when we start to get a little freaked out by what we see in the world around us, is you always choose whether to bring something into your personal experience. And just because you see it doesn't mean it's on your timeline. So the P's just wanted to kind of share this little perspective with us to help us understand how to navigate when things get a little crazy in the world around us, and to remind us that we are always the creator. So we can see something, but we don't have to match its energy. And when we match its energy, then we start to bring it to ourselves. So that's where we want to start to be a little more aware, is how are we responding to things? Are we getting into fear and anger? Or can we stay neutral? Be like, nope, that's not for me, and just go about your daily business. But if you get in a tangle with it by getting mad at it, pushing against it, judging it, thinking how terrible that is, that shouldn't exist in the world, all that's happening is you're using your free will to vote for that thing, to pull that thing that you say you don't want into your actual reality. So remember, you are always in charge. So this is how you start to use your free will in a constructive way, by staying neutral. And the P's have given us over the years all the tools of how to do that and how to examine our limiting beliefs so that that doesn't trip us up. And as we kind of apply all of this, it will help us move through when things get a little choppy in the world around us. So that is what the P's wanted to share with us in today's POV. Don't forget, hit the subscribe button and the like button if you haven't done that yet. And I'll see you next time. Bye, y'all.